this is Charlie from Adventures with Charlie and welcome back to the review circle. Sorry I didn't do it last week. I just didn't have the time and I still haven't finished Homecoming, which I promised to do as my next one. So I won't be able to do that. Anyway, I was going to do this week the remake of Lady and the Tramp, but after hearing that Disney Plus will be releasing in the UK on March 31st, I'm just going to save it till March 30th. I only review film. I'm sorry, but I only review movies for like remakes to another film to an upcoming remake. Make it at the time or week of when and the remake or sequel is coming out. So I'll try to review the remake this year, but if not, then I will have to count it as a 2020 movie. But I still wanted to do a live action film this year, and then on this one. So I decided to do a Marvel film that I actually saw, which was Captain America: Civil War. In this one, a Russian villain is on the loose, and the Avengers have to split up into teams. However, that causes both of the teams to go up against each other. So the villains to split into two, one led by Captain America and the other led by Iron Man. Who will win this fight, and who will able to stop the villain? So when you hear the idea of two of the strongest heroes in the MCU, Iron Man and Captain America, come to fight, you know you're in for something amazing, and that is what you get with Civil War. This is a film. This is what happens when you take some of the best fit characters and heroes and put them in the film. With Captain America, he's still leader of the Avengers, strong and determined, and has tough parts, and Iron Man is just the one who feels like he's going to bring the Avengers apart. Both their character arcs in this film work very well. As for the other heroes, they get to join on their sides. Black Panther is the one who tries to sort things out. Spider-Man, and we find out in a Homecoming, idolizes Iron Man. And the others do not do much. And as for the villain, he's one of, if not the most relatable of villains in a live action film. Both of his family is split, but half of them like Iron Man and the other half like Captain America. So he thinks if they get to fight each other, he can finally pick his side of who to be on. He is a strong and relatable villain, and you really do feel for him as the films go on. And when he does mention it, he really does feel sorry for his actions of why he did it. Then it's the story. Now this is what helps the film. It's so strong. The story is done perfectly. There are lots of predictable moments, but you don't expect for when they come. They're only predictable for fans who of the MCU. non-fans of the MCU like myself will not find them very predictable and find them very surprising and exciting. Another thing that the film does is that you don't have to be an MCU fan to watch it. I'll explain more in my recommendation, but it's targeted for anyone who's a fan of superheroes, and it really does work up really strong and well as a good superhero movie. It's just a good superhero movie. But the story doesn't just help the film. It also have to work with its visuals to help out. And the visuals not only make the film look great to look at, but they also are very strong. They help the action scenes being very intense and exciting, and very energetic. And it's like you're so excited to see what will happen next, and how intense it will get. Especially some of the fight scenes between Iron Man and Captain America. It's very tough and hard, and the visuals are just great to look at with what they do with the film. Even the things that make it calm, it doesn't stop them from being amazing. So overall, Captain America Civil War is one of, if not the strongest superhero films I have ever seen, with visuals that are really amazing, that help out with an amazing story, and characters that can be fun and relatable. If you are a fan of the MCU, or just a superhero fan who wants to see both the best heroes come together, then this is a must watch. Like I said before, you don't have to be an MCU fan. You can just be a superhero fan and enjoy this movie. You don't have to be a fan of the MCU. As for the rating, I was actually knew that this was going to be a great film when I heard of it, and it was so great that I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10. So, what am I going to be reviewing in the next episode of the Review Circle? Cool. Well, I'm now going to do them Tuesdays, but the next week will be my final Monday one, and ever. Anyway, with Frozen 2 coming out next Friday, let's take a look at the first Frozen to see if it's any good. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Feel free to comment, like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye!